Hi guys, your friend Gopika is here, and in this video I'll be discussing tangent segment theorem. Okay, so in the previous video we already learned tangent theorem and its converse. In today's video we will learn tangent segment theorem and few examples in which we will use all the three theorems, that is tangent theorem also, converse also, and tangent segment theorem also. Okay, so few solved examples we will do, and then in the next video we will quickly proceed with the first practice set of the chapter. Okay, so let's get started. Tangent segment theorem. Okay, so the statement of the theorem says tangent segments drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent. Okay, so here if you see the diagram, D is the external point. From D, two tangents are drawn towards the circle. Here in the first tangent, P is the point of contact, and in the second tangent, Q is the point of contact. So the theorem says dP is congruent to dQ. Okay, so here the framework of the proof is already given. We just need to fill in the blanks to complete the proof. So observe the adjoining figure, write given and to prove parts. Those things you can do. Okay, what is given, what is to prove. Then the construction is draw radius AP and radius AQ. So just join AP and AQ and those will be the radii of the circle. Okay, now after doing the construction you can see two triangles are formed, triangle PAD and triangle QAD. Okay, so segment PA is congruent to segment AQ. Okay, other than PA, AQ is the radii, which so here in the blank we should write segment AQ. Why they are congruent is they are radii of the same circle. Okay, next segment AD is congruent to segment AD. Okay, so the reason is common side. That side is common to the upper triangle also and the lower triangle also. Okay, next angle APD is equal to angle AQD. So angle APD is equal to angle AQD. So by tangent theorem we know that the tangent is perpendicular to the radii at point of contact. So the angles formed here both at the base is 90 degree. So that's why APD and angle AQD are equal and they are each of 90 degree measures by tangent theorem. Okay, so in these two triangles we got that two pair of corresponding sides are congruent and one pair of angle is congruent. That means these two triangles are congruent by SAS test. Two sides, two set of sides and one set of angles. Okay, now once if these two triangles are congruent, then DP and DQ are also congruent since they are corresponding sides of congruent triangles, short form of which is CSCT. Okay, corresponding sides of congruent triangles. So very simple proof. Now here the fill in the blanks is fine, but given to prove part, this everything you have to write, and then the construction also they have given what is it, just constructing the radius AP and AQ, and then filling the blanks will get us to proof, get us the complete. Okay, so that's it with tangent segment theorem. Okay, now let's solve or let's see a few examples, solved examples in which we will use the theorems that we learned. But before, so let's see the example. This is the first solved example. Okay, let's see what we are going to use over here. In the adjoining figure, circle with center D touches the sides of angle ACB at A and B. So here this angle ACB is touching the circles at point A and at point B. Okay, if angle ACB is 52 degrees, find the measure of angle ADB. Okay, so ACB is 52 degrees, we need to find the measure of angle ADB. Now here if you see, this ADBC is forming a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means a four-sided figure. Okay, and by angle addition property of a quadrilateral, sum of angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Just like in triangle we have that sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degrees, whereas for quadrilateral sum of angles is 360 degree. Okay, so this angle C plus angle A plus angle D plus angle B is 360 degrees. So by the three letter naming, angle ACB plus angle CAD plus angle CBD plus angle ADB, all these four angles will give us 360 degree. Okay, if you add. Now substitute the values of ACB, CAD and CBD angles, and angle ADB we need to find, that is equal to 360 degree. Now angle ADB plus, when you add these three measures, you will get 232 degrees, and that is equal to 360 degree. Therefore angle ADB is 360 degrees minus 232 degrees, and that is 128 degrees. Okay, so here it's a very simple concept or very simple properties. One is the property, angle addition property of the quadrilateral, and next is the tangent theorem, and just in 2 steps we get the answer. Okay, a very simple example. Now let's see the next example. Okay, this is the example is important because one of the problems in the exercise is using the concept related to this problem. So let's read the question. Point O is the center of the circle. Line A and line B are parallel tangents. Okay, so these two are tangents and they are parallel to each other, and for tangent A, P is the point of contact, and for tangent B, Q is the point of contact. Now we need to prove that this segment PQ, okay, is the diameter of the circle. Okay, so these two tangents are parallel and we need to prove that this segment is the diameter of the circle. For that, what construction is did here? This dotted lines shows the construction. So draw line C through the center O, which is parallel to line A. Okay, so once you draw this, and then what we do is we join OQ and OP and see that OP and OQ are radii of the circle. Okay, now angle OPT is 90 degree. Why angle OPT is 90 degree? Since radius is perpendicular to the tangent by tangent theorem. So by tangent theorem, angle OPT is 90 degree. Similarly, SOP is also 90 degrees. Now why SOP is 90 degree? This line which is drawn in the middle is parallel to the line A. So by interior angle property, so when you have two parallel lines, the interior angles, angle towards the interior is supplementary, or they are supplementary. That means their sum is 180 degrees. So here the first angle is 90 degrees, that means the next is 180 minus 90, again 90 degrees. Okay, so these both angles are 90 degree measure. Now line A is parallel to line C by construction. Then line A is parallel to line B. This is given. Okay, so line B is parallel to line C. Correct? So SOQ is 90 degree again by interior angle property. Why? Okay, one step is not written over here. That is angle OQR is 90 degree since radius is perpendicular to the tangent by tangent theorem. Okay, so if you include that step, and then we can write that QOS is also 90 degree angle by interior angle property. Okay, now from 1 and 2 we have marked it as point 1 and 2. From that we know that if you add angle SOP plus angle SOQ, that is the upper angle over here SOP and the SOQ angle below, if you add these two, we are getting it to be 180 degrees. That means this OP, OQ are opposite rays. Okay, they are opposite rays, and they opposite rays are will form a straight line in short. That means POQ lie on a straight line, and hence they are collinear points. If they are collinear points, P is on one end of the circle, Q is in another end of the circle, and if you join PQ, it is passing through the center. That means this is diameter. PQ is the diameter of the circle. Since diameter is the chord which passes through the center, so we got that PQ, if you join, it is passed through the center, and hence PQ is the diameter of the circle. Okay, so this concept we will use in one of the problems in the exercise. Okay, so let's recall all the theorems that we learned in this video and the previous video, because we will use those statements solve the problems in the next practice set. Okay, so before getting into the first practice set of the chapter circle, let's recall the theorems that we learned in this chapter. So the first theorem that we learned was tangent theorem, and it says that the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Okay. Next, we learn the converse of tangent theorem, and it says a line perpendicular to a radius at its point on the circle is a tangent of the circle, or is a tangent to the circle. Okay. Next, third, we learned in this particular video itself, it was tangent segment theorem. It says that from an external point, if you draw two tangent segments, then those segments are congruent. Okay, so tangent segments drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent. Okay, so that's all for today's video. Please like the video and share it with your friends. Please subscribe the Friendter channel, and you can also follow us on Instagram. And if you have any doubts regarding any lectures that we you see in this channel, or you have any doubts regarding mathematics, then please in the comment section, or also you can DM us on Instagram. We will respond as soon as possible. So thank you.